Hi, I am Umar Javed from CyberPanel. In this video, I will walk you through 10 benefits of Linux for faster and smarter computing in 2024. Before we explore the benefits of Linux, let's take an overview of why I and other developers hold it very important. Linux is an open source operating system, since its debut becoming a versatile platform. These days, computers, servers, and embedded systems can all run on it as a platform. It comes in numerous distributions, including Fedora, Ubuntu, CentOS, and Debian. The benefits of Linux for faster computing experiences: they can run on almost any hardware currently available on the market, such as Macs, Chromebooks, tablets, and phones. When looking at the benefits of Linux is its excellent stability, which means it doesn't require frequent reboots. It is rare for your Linux system to freeze or slow down. Similar to Windows, Linux does not require a reboot following the installation or removal of an application or software update. You can continue working uninterrupted on your Linux systems. Not many talk about the educational benefits of Linux. It is an excellent choice for young programmers as it teaches you the fundamentals of operating systems. It's simple to examine the source code and analyze its architecture, breaking it down component by component to discover what makes Linux work. Customization is one of the most important benefits of Linux. There is no desktop environment restriction when using Linux that allow for customization. For those of you who don't know, a desktop environment basically refers to a graphical user interface, and users interact with it and you can customize them according to what they prefer, looking at the unique feature sets and customization possibilities. There is not just one but multiple desktop environments to pick from, including GNOME, KDE, Plasma, and XFCE, each with varying resource usage levels. Not just that, but Linux, with the help of package managers, help the user control the software components by their systems. They can easily install, remove, and update software packages with these managers, apt, yum, and pacman, among others. Another one of the most positive benefit of Linux is its large community support. This operating system is lucky to have a devoted and passionate community members who wish to see Linux flourish are drawn to the operating system. One of Linux advantages is its compatibility with several platforms. It functions well with Windows when you dual boot or use WSL, which is Windows subsystem for Linux, which lets you use Linux programs on Windows. Because both Linux and Mac operating system are Unix-based, many of the commands and tools are compatible across them. The distribution channels are easily accessible despite the process's reasonable complexity. You can get Linux via some distributors such as Fedora, Ubuntu, Arch Linux, and Linux Mint. The GUI these offer is similar to Windows and Mac operating system. Linux outshines its competitor when it comes to security. Having an open source nature is one of the major benefits of Linux. Since the source code of Linux is publicly available, some people might worry that hackers can easily access to operating system. Contrary to the popular belief, vulnerabilities can be quickly addressed because so many people are monitoring the source code. As a result, the code is stronger and less vulnerable to cyber attacks. Linux manages file access with a permission system, which offers more precise security management. Because it supports Mac security architecture, administrators can put tight restriction on resource access, which makes it helpful in environments with rigorous security laws such as government agencies or financial organizations. With Linux, you can disable unnecessary processes. In Linux and Unix-like operating system, a background process in Linux is just a process that operates independently of the shell. Now let's talk about how to make the switch to Linux. Choose an approachable Linux distribution to get started. Popular options for newbies consist of Zorin operating system, Ubuntu, and Linux Mint. Try out a few of them via live USB session as they all have various features and interfaces. Go to the official Linux distribution website and download the ISO file. Let's suppose you go for Linux Mint as your distribution. The official site of Linux Mint, you can download different variants of the same operating system by visiting the Mint download page. Cinnamon is a slick, contemporary desktop environment that I suggest to anyone who has used Windows in the past. While XFCE is perfect for outdated or low-powered PCs because of its low resource utilization. Mate has a slightly more traditional appearance but is faster. To download the Linux Mint variant of your choice, click Download. With the link at the top of the page, you can view the release notes or installation guide. I suggest downloading the torrent file if you use BitTorrent, as it will download much faster. If not, Choose a file to download by swiping it down to the download mirrors area. The installer and ISO file can be set up with the help of a tool called Rufus. Burn the ISO file to a flash drive that is 2.5 GB or bigger. To install it, it should show up in the device drop-down menu. Better still, if you have a fast USB 3.0 or 3.1 disk, download the latest versions of SysLinux by selecting the Download in Linux Mint ISO and clicking Start. Make sure the flash drive is empty of any crucial files. When finished, the flash disk will have the name Linux Mint. Make a backup of your data. Choose the Linux installation option after restarting your computer and booting from the USB disk. To access the grub menu reboot, upon restarting, the grub menu will appear, from which you can choose to boot into Linux Mint. You might need to change settings, such as turning on the No More Reset option or deactivating Secure Boot in the BIOS if any problem occur, such as graphic card issues. Use a live CD to test Linux. You may test out Linux Mint's feature in a live environment before installing. Double-click the Install Linux Mint icon when you are prepared. In Installation Wizard, select the option to install third-party software to install the required codecs and drivers during the installation process. The user has two options for installation: partition the drive to allow Linux to boot alongside Windows, or wipe the drive completely to replace Windows with Linux. Also, the benefits of Linux make it easy to leverage CyberPanel with Linux to build an improved and efficient web hosting environment that helps users. Because it integrates seamlessly, it improves speed and performance, and it is cost effective. It provides security and stability and gives you enhanced control over web hosting. Thank you for watching this video and subscribe for more videos.